geesey, geesey, geesey. Here, geesey, geesey. Hey, tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, welcome to Friday. I'm out walking in the park, attuning to the energy of the earth. And I couldn't help but notice our wonderful Canadian geese friends back here. I just love them. They're just wonderful to me. So, much love to Canada for sending your wonderful geese our way. Thank you to all my Canadian viewers for your support of your lovely geese. We love having them visit America. I tell you, it's a great day to be out walking. It's a little cool, not too bad, a little windy. Our sun lord is shining down. He's under a bit of haze up there, but he's looking beautiful. And it's a great day to be out and about. You know, last week we did a live broadcast for UFOs on the ancient chariot of the gods. And I'd like to do another live broadcast today just because of my reading schedule. I'm having to pre-tape this. But maybe next Friday we'll have another live broadcast. But I'm just curious to know how many of you have had a chance to either watch the movie Chariot of the Gods, or maybe you've gotten the book or read the book. So we're going to talk about some of that today. You know, I live here right by this creek, which I absolutely love. But it's so interesting because many UFOs are spotted near bodies of water. And in our area, we've had quite a high number of UFO sightings. And I have to wonder if there's some connection with the energy of this creek. Because as you see, this creek is right across from these high-rise condo buildings. This building and this next building have both been locations of sightings, literally over the buildings. I've even had friends who have been able to photograph the sightings. There have been saucer craft literally seen in this area. I've seen them myself, and when I saw my saucer craft, it was further up that way towards Landmark, which is like about another 2 blocks, about a half a mile up that way basically. And they've been spotted all along this corridor. And this area, interestingly, runs the whole length of this creek over here, Holmes Run. So I can't help but wonder if it's true what I've heard. I've heard that there's a connection with water and UFOs, that the people who have observed UFOs have noticed that a lot of times they are near bodies of water. It's speculated that somehow they draw energy from the water, or they use it to cool their craft. Anyways, it's just fascinating to me because there does seem to be that same parallel here in my own neighborhood. You know, I think that the days are coming to an end where UFO enthusiasts can be dismissed as nutcases or crackpots or crazy people. I think as a country, as a nation, at least in the United States, we need to come together and seriously address this issue. Because, honestly, there's far too much evidence now to say that all the people who are claiming UFO sightings are crazy. You know, that used to be the standard kind of process. It's like, oh, you saw a UFO, you must be a little crazy. I don't think you can say that anymore. And I think because of advances in technology, with, you know, all of us having cell phones and cameras and digital cameras, we're able now to capture stuff much more readily than in the olden days. In the old days, you'd have to take a still photograph and then take it to your local processor to be developed. It'd take a week just to get one picture. Now with our modern technology, we can have live, instantaneous evidence. And I think that the more we start having more live feeds of people filming the activity as it occurs and broadcasting it, we're going to start to see that these people are not crazy. We can see it in live time with them. So that's my thought on that. You can see through these trees that this creek is flowing. This is Holmes Run, all the way down there to the footbridge. Through the trees, you can probably see the footbridge coming through. We're going to go down that way, but you know, this area with its water and with its continuing sightings, really has me intrigued. I've not yet spotted a UFO directly over my building, though maybe there have been sightings there. I'd be curious if anybody's watching this that is local has seen one directly over my home. But this building in particular has had a number of sightings over it. There's our Sunlord peeking up from behind the building. And again, here it is directly across from the creek. Can you see how close it is? There's the building, there's the parkland, and there's the creek. See, again, this is one of those things where I think there's too much evidence to dismiss this as just crazy. For people who have had direct encounters with the occupants of the UFOs, many of them have said that the alien beings visiting our world are expressing concerns about environmental destruction. I think that's a great message if they're bringing that message. Because as I walk down through here, this is one of my favorite trees here. It has the most beautiful root structures going down to the riverbank here. Again, there's the river over there. But look at this trash as I walk on. People just discard stuff. No respect for nature. Over here, there's some paper on the ground. You know, there's a bottle cap. That's not biodegradable, I don't think. Shards of plastic are in the soil. Look at the litter just in this little area. Some more foil. There's some more paper. There's a piece of plastic. And this is all within like a 10-foot square area. Now, if we extend that to the whole globe, how much are we trashing the environment? It truly makes me sad. And here we are at the footbridge that I walk often with the creek flowing. Shout out to my buddy Gav in England. Gav said this is his favorite spot. Gav, you come to America, we can hang out here. We can do some fishing. Chill out on the bank. You know, today I'm looking at the sky, and it's very dramatic today. Scientists are saying that global warming is creating environmental balances, that the weather patterns are changing. I have to wonder that. I also think that there is technology now that is being used to manipulate the weather by the globalists, to manipulate economies and crops and all of that. See, we don't have to fear an alien invasion. I think humanity has enough power just to destroy itself. We don't need to worry about an outside force destroying the world. We'll do it just fine on our own. And I don't say that to be pessimistic. I'm just saying it's a reality. It seems to be playing out. But I say, well, look down this expanse of river today. I, again, am shocked by the amount of pollution. I want you guys to look at this. Do you see this riverbank? How much stuff is there? That's all accumulated paper, clothing, trash. Do you see that shirt there? That's all thrown in the bank. Look up through here at all the litter and the paper. Can you see it? I may not be able to capture it all on camera, but there's quite a bit of destruction just in this area alone. Look down there at the bags, the paper thrown everywhere. You know, it's like I said the other week. I said the rivers are the lifeblood of the mother, the earth mother. If we poison her blood, how will we live? No child can kill its mother and expect to survive in the world. You know, when we were all infants, we depended on our mothers for life. And yet, we think we are so sophisticated, and the truth is, we're still children. We're children on this earth, and this earth is Gaia. She is our mother, and we show no respect. So I think that the aliens' concerns, if they're really coming through like that, which I believe they are are very valid. There's our pale silver sun lord breaking through, casting his light down on this beautiful scene today. The hill way across the river is starting to show a lot more greenery. Can you see the green there? And what does Psychic Bob always say? What's the magical formula? Green equals life. Remember that. Green equals life. You know, it's interesting, speaking of green equaling life, because in the book Chariots of the Gods, they say that many ancient cultures record that beings came from up there, from the sky, and that they came to Earth and brought with them knowledge of agriculture, and that their civilizations grew and became prosperous through their assistance. They gave them the means to expand their architecture, to grow their crops, and to prosper as a society. I think that's fascinating, and I think there's a lot of evidence that really points to that. I really do. And this book, Chariot of the Gods, really does show that. And here I am walking this beautiful path that leads upwards to the great-grandmother tree. This tree is over 300 years old and is protected by our local park service. It's an historical site. I look at this tree and I think to myself, wow, she's outlived a lot of people, 300 years. And every spring she blooms and brings oxygen still. This tree at 300 years old is still giving its life force to the earth. How can we disrespect the earth? I'll tell you, if we don't honor the trees, there will be no future life on earth. And this is the message that is continually brought by the aliens, especially in our modern times. Since World War II, the messages from outer space have all very much been consistent with concern for destruction of the earth. So when we look to the great-grandmother tree here, let us be mindful that even at 300, instead of retiring, she still stands and gives oxygen to the earth. How many of us at 300 would be giving life to the earth? That's a noble tree, and one that I venerate and honor. We're coming up here upon the old moss-covered tree. This is where we developed the formula, green equals life. And as we approach it here, we can see it reaching to our gray sky, beautiful and majestic. You'll see its intricate root system reaching down into the earth, and down there is the flowing creek through the brush. But again, I draw your attention to this beautiful green moss. Their entire life forms and ecosystems within just this little patch of greenery. And then the soil here that is richly covered in moss. So we must always be mindful that green equals life. But there could come a time on the earth, if we're not careful, when all of this even will go away. And that would be truly devastating and sad. So we want to remember the sanctity of life on all levels, from the microscopic to the cosmic and universal. It's all really connected. And haven't all the mystics been saying that for years anyways? Now we're really starting to realize that it's all true. Well, I'm up here at Fox Chase Shopping Center, And look at the top of the building. It's getting closer. They just must have put this up. We haven't had that sign there before. It says closing. Boy, that's a giant sign. I guess it's really happening. Ooh, I love me some ketchup on my fries. Hey, Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, my lunch came. I'm here at La Casa, and I got fresh hot fries. I've got a ham and cheese sub and a good cup of tea. And life is good. Now, for those of you who were not at last Friday's video, this is the book we were talking about. I've been referencing today. It's Charity of the Gods by Erich von Däniken. He is German, I found. I thought he was Dutch, but he's German. Unsolved Mysteries of the Past. And it says, it's hard to read down here, but it says, did astronauts visit the Earth 40,000 years ago? Is there evidence of a prehistoric airfield in the Andes? Did extraterrestrial beings help set up the giant stone faces that brood over Easter Island, and other Earth mysteries unanswerable until our own space age? So anyways, I recommend this. It's Spacemen Visit the Earth thousands of years ago. We now have proof. Excellent, excellent book. Well, Tubies, that was a great lunch. I had the best time. Now we're going to go say thank you so much. We're going to here to see what's going on. Oh, look, there's our Sun Lord trying to break through that cloud up there. Do you see him? He's working on it. It's a little warmer than it was earlier. It was a little cold earlier today. We're here at the Duke Street Bridge, and this bridge was built in 1968 by the Department of U.S. Highways for Virginia. This bridge is as old as Psychic Bob. I hope it doesn't collapse. As we're walking along here, it overlooks the creek here that we came down by. There's a little tributary. You can see it going up through. You see, when you get out and walk, you connect to the earth. I think our modern technology has made us so disconnected from the earth. You know, I think about the alien message of the aliens who have contacted Earth people. And they all warn us. And I have to wonder, I've never quite been clear, but I get the sense that they went through some sort of, you know, catastrophic situation on their own worlds. Maybe technology and greed brought them to the place of destruction. And now they're trying to warn us. Is that the path of humanity that we have to learn the hard way? Looks like we are. I decided to walk in a slightly different way home today because out here on the main road of Duke Street, we have a great expanse of sky. And this is a great place to observe and watch for UFOs, to do UFO watch. Even though it's overcast, don't give up your watch just because of weather. Many UFOs have been spotted even on the most cloudy and rainy and gloomy days. Many of them will break through the clouds and even appear to people. Our Sun Lord is up there hiding behind that cloud. Maybe he'll break on through. But even the Sun Lord sometimes has a lazy day. You know, out walking every day, when you get out and you do this every day, you start to realize the subtle air currents. Like, it's colder today than it's been this week, yet even though it's cold, there's an undercurrent of warmth. And so I can tell you spring is coming. And that's something to look forward to. Look, there's our Sun Lord emerging. He's starting to come out. Come out, Sun Lord, yay! Come out. He's a little challenged, but he's working on it. There you go. Isn't that great? See, when you get out and walk every day, you learn the energies of the earth, the patterns of the sky, all of that. Here's another sign of the evil disrespect and destruction that is taking over our world. This area here is a nature preserve. They specifically designed it so that the insects and the flora and the fauna that are native to this area can grow unencumbered. So it's literally around this railing all the way back through the woods is a protected area. Nobody can touch it or walk through it. But look what somebody has done. Vandals have come through, smashed the fence. Over there on the ground lies the sign that talks about the preserve and how it's maintained. They've destroyed all of this and thrown it and trashed it. That's really, really upsetting to me. What is it going to take for people to awaken? You know, I think we need an alien intervention. I really do. Look at this. So sad. People are throwing trash. See that trash on the ground there in the nature reserve? They're not even respecting this, and they've desecrated it. Doesn't give me much hope for humanity going forward. Well, the one good thing is we're coming up here on the library. I call this the Temple of Knowledge. It's the only hope we have for future generations, is that they become educated and understand, you know, about the earth, about life. Ignorance may be bliss, but it's very dangerous too. So let's all pay our respects to the library. Hail to the Temple of Knowledge. Looks like they've got a book sale coming. Oh, I love the book sales. You know, it seems that for every truckload of junk I take out of my house, I bring another truckload in. My minimalism is struggling. My main addiction are books. I do love books. And they've got a book sale coming up here, March 25th through the 29th. Ooh, let's look at that. I'm definitely going to come to that. That's a big event around here. People donate the most amazing books, and you can get them, they're all like brand new, a lot of them. And they sell them for like 50 cents for paperbacks and $1 for hardbacks. And I've gotten some real treasures here. So I think that's really great. I'm a patron of the library. I love it. I really believe in supporting my local community. You know, I support the library. I'm now supporting the Art League. We're going to make a difference. Now look here. The first signs of spring. So you see these little dandelions? Aren't they just beautiful? Bright and yellow. But only people who get out and walk and who are observant would even notice that. See, the Wiccans of old watched for the little signs. It's in the little things that we know what is coming. So this is a sign that spring will soon be upon us. Isn't that lovely? Well, guys, I think I'm going to end our video here. I think a great place to stop today is here at the library, as I call it, the Temple of Knowledge. And it's interesting because this portico is done in a classic kind of Greco-Roman style. The Temple of Vesta in Rome was done in a very similar design, a round sort of column temple. So this always reminds me of the Vesta Temple in Rome. So what a great place to end our talk. But I thank you for being here today. You guys are the best. Oh, our Sun Lord is starting to emerge. She's getting a little brighter. Hail, Sun Lord, hail. Sun Lord, I invoke you today to bring a blessing on all of my YouTubers. May we all be mindful of the treasure of the earth and value life. And may we all gather to unite with you to bring healing energies to all. So mote it be. So mote it be. Listen, help me out, please. Like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends, hit subscribe, join our channel. We'd love for you to be here. You guys rock. Listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. Make sure to check out my merchandise store below this video. If you don't see it, it may be because you have ad blocker on. And in that case, just go to my main channel page, and up at the top you'll see a button that says store, and you can buy my t-shirts. So pick up my Psychic Bob t-shirts today, and make sure to visit my website also to get your free print. Tomorrow's the last day we're going to have up Eye of the Sun God, so make sure to get it over at my website, PsychicBob.com. Those links will be below. And if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, give me a call. 703-825-3929 is my number, or write to me in my email, PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com. Those links will all be below. You guys rock. Hail to the Sun Lord.